G'day everybody, my name is Lowell and welcome to the channel. So we have a video reaction for you today. This is Europeans tremble after experiencing America. Tremble. That's okay. Let's have a look at this. I don't know if this is from the current World Cup, but I tell you what, the Tartan Army's been doing a bloody good job promoting Scotland. My fellow countrymen have been out there doing a good job, that's for sure.
So, how you here? Where? 1.89 liters of ice cream. I never saw this in Europe. Why so big?
They don't get 2 liters of ice cream in Europe. Sometimes we can get up to 8 liters of ice cream. They don't have 2-liter ice creams in Europe? That's a bit weird. I'm sure they do.
Mesdames et messieurs, we need to talk about l'Amérique. As French, we need to stop saying Vive la France and start saying Vive l'Amérique. This place is incroyable. C'est incroyable. I just had Texas barbecue for the first time in my life.
See, that's what it is. That's where the awakening comes from. Texas barbecue for the first time. Oh, that will do it. I haven't had it. It looks amazing. I cannot wait for my first time. I guess this guy had an experience, that's for sure.
I just had Texas barbecue for the first time in my life.
Yep, that would do it.
Better than any moment in my life. And I am married and have 2 kids. Oh, but in France you have les crêpes, les petits pains au chocolat, les croissants. No, I give my left croissant for a Texas brisket.
It must have been good. Must have been good.
Les croissants. No, I give my left croissant for a Texas brisket. Don't even get me started on Costco. Costco is bigger than my village.
They don't have Costco in France? I know they've got Costco in the UK. Even we've got Costco in Australia. Do they not have Costco in France? That's
weird. Started on Costco.
Oh.
Costco is bigger than my village, where I live. Whatever you want at Costco, it's there. You just show up and you could buy your whole life there.
That's weird.
We need to start a revolution just to get Costco in France. I will be the first one to
I heard French likes their revolutions. I heard that.
I will start a revolution to get a Costco. Les Italians, Italians, I'm sorry, but ranch makes pizza better than anything I've ever tasted. When you go to a restaurant, you leave a tip. It's because they're so nice. But my waitress, she came over and talked to us like we had known each other for years. It was like she wanted to be my best friend. And at the end, I felt stupid not to leave a tip. In France, they want to take off the tip of my head. Speaking about how nice and friendly these Americans are, I think in France, I can count on one hand how many people have smiled at me. Just normally, just smile, you know. I think my mother has smiled at me twice. Here, just going down the street, everybody says hi. Like, what do you want? What do you mean hi? What do you mean bonjour? Oh, hi. This is a normal road in America, and this is bigger than the Champs-Élysées.
Was that a horse coming down the street? That sounded like a horse.
And this is bigger than the Champs-Élysées.
Maybe not.
This car right here is called a Waymo. Waymo? C'est ça? Yeah, Waymo. And for the longest time, I wondered why it was called a Waymo. It is because America has way more than the rest of the world.
Can I please have a roast beef? Oh, that looks so good. It looks so juicy. I'm not getting all that, obviously. Wait, I'm getting all of that? Wait, what? She's joking. No, she must be joking. No way, what? I get all of that? Oh my goodness, wow.
Oh my God. What the hell? That's like half a cow.
Thank you. I don't know what to say. Welcome to Texas. Is this a normal size?
Yes.
It is? Is this Texas style?
I would say it's Texas style.
All right.
Service about an 18 to 20 ounce portion of prime rib.
Wow, amazing. All right, ready for a light lunch here in Houston, Texas.
Being a Brit from the UK, we all have a perspective of what we think America is like. We all think they love fast food, they don't eat healthy, and they just sit at home, relax all day, don't work. Listen, that's what we think. But no, it's the complete opposite. Literally, Americans do not like a lot of fast food. They're into their fitness. People love soul food. People love to cook. People love exploring. People love going out. Honestly, being a Brit, we get told different things. We see different stuff. So I'm coming here, experiencing it and understanding people's life. It is so good. Literally, if you're not from the USA, you need to come here. You need to experience what it actually is like.
Isn't that funny how we all know the stereotypes of an American, you know, loud, brash, America first, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff, fast food. But somebody who's been there and experienced it is like, no, it's not like that at all. Don't listen to the news. Don't listen to stereotypes. Come here and experience it firsthand. That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
And also, we don't really know that there's 50 states. Well, unless you're like me, I didn't know there was.
Folks, let me admit, I've never seen Europeans this happy visiting the United States. Right now, they're happy jumping up and down, going out, greeting people. And you know why? Because they're experiencing this culture shock they have never seen in the European society. I don't know what you folks are saying, but based on what I've experienced so far, Europeans are loving every aspect of the American society. And it seems like when they go back, they'll miss a lot in the United States. Be it food, be it
you can see everybody on that train going, what is he doing? Why is he so happy? But I guess if you haven't experienced it, you know, that's it.
When they go back, they'll miss a lot in the United States.
When the Knicks win the title,
the transport system, the infrastructure, it just seems Americans do not appreciate their country as Europeans do. Anyway, folks, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. Let's get into it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh, that's wonderful. If I could have this at home.
Is that mac and cheese? In a cup? Oh, my God. Is that what that is?
Oh, yeah. It's like a chorizo.
Oh. Come on.
I'm in heaven.
Folks, I'm sincerely dying. What a wonderful way to enjoy the sumptuous meals offered by the United States. A lot of Europeans are finding a variety of foods that they've never seen in the European society. And when you look at this lady, sincerely, Europeans are loving every bit of the United States.
We know Texas barbecue is good. We've heard it. We've seen the videos. It looks delicious. And obviously she's experiencing it. It's just like, yep, okay.
And when you look at this lady, sincerely, Europeans are loving every bit of the United States. And this time round, it's time to showcase the USA.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And like I said, before y'all leave, don't forget to get on the board.
Oh yeah, we'll add ourselves on. Thank you so much.
They'll put you on.
Check this out, guys. High trust societies.
Before we continue, folks, I've seen a lot of Europeans appreciating the services that they're receiving in the United States. And one thing for sure, you don't joke when it comes to provision of service within the United States.
This is how they function. You just come up, you take your cup. Everything here is refillable. This is amazing.
It's also another aspect.
We don't have refillable here. I think the only time I've ever seen a refillable was Hungry Jack's, which is Burger King in America. And I think I remember we had it for like a year, maybe a couple of years, maybe. They don't do it now. Nobody does it now. But I don't understand why. It takes like, 5 cents to make a cup of drink from the soda fountain. Why not? Why not just give refunds? But it always takes that one person, you know, to wreck it for everybody else. You know, abuse it a little bit, take too much. I wish we had refillable drinks, I tell you what. Even coffee. We don't get refillable coffee or anything. You see it in the movies, you know, they're sitting at a diner and the lady comes over and top up your coffee and it's like, okay, you would never get that here. Never. Not even, the UK doesn't do it either. It's crazy. I wish they would.
Everything here is refillable.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
It's also another aspect that Europeans are finding interesting. Yes, refillable, everything, and you're not paying for it. Imagine it. You cannot find that in Europe, only in the USA.
Dr. Pepper. But I haven't tried a proper
go for the iced tea,
southern
son.
sweet tea.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to go for today.
That is on my list to make next, the old sweet tea with maybe a little Arnold Palmer as well. Okay.
And I believe here in the South, they really do like it sweet. Check this place out, guys. All the memorabilia, all the different flags and stickers. This is so cool.
I feel so good when I see Europeans appreciating aspects of the American culture, keeping memories, using pictures in your business. You know, most European countries, their businesses are majorly plain with government documents. But for American society, yes, you must include everything that you love, the pictures of the country, the flag, everything that you love. And that's why Europeans are finding it interesting that this culture, I mean, it's just the appreciation of your country, the love you have for the United States that's not there in Europe.
I'm going to do that.
And it's great to support a family-owned business here in small town Texas. I love this. Check out the football helmets.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Classic football helmets, flags. They've
Wow,
even
that's
got
a lot
like
of
model
helmets.
planes and everything here. Incredible. It's actually inscribed on the table. God is the answer, always. That's beautiful.
Yeah, even in the dollar bill, in God we trust. In the United States, God comes first for most people.
Now you can correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't the American money used to say, mind your own business? And then they changed it to in God we trust? I'm pretty sure that's right. Let me know in the comment section if I'm incorrect.
Yeah, even in the dollar bill, in God we trust. In the United States, God comes first for most people, and that's why probably the United States is the richest country in the world because a lot of people believe God guides and they work hard to achieve their goals. The country also works hard to ensure that it maintains #1 position globally, and that's why a lot of Americans appreciate their country. In their businesses, you'll see the flag of the United States just because they love America.
Americans, you are so lucky. I have spent the weekend experiencing a tiny, tiny portion of what an American summer can look and feel like.
I tell you what, that looks like an Aussie beach. I mean, a beach is a beach, isn't it? You know, but it looks very Australian, that's for sure.
I have spent the weekend experiencing a tiny, tiny portion of what an American summer can look and feel like. And all I have to say is, wow. Like, you get the weather. There's so many things near us. We spent the night in the mountains, and then 20 minutes down the road, there's like a beach that goes into the mountains. And I just feel like you get such a better quality of life. Like, we have some of the same things in the UK, but the weather's so bad. And another thing that I found really cool is you don't have to pay to park here. So we've had like a free day out. Whereas if you were going to majority of places like this in the UK, you'd have to pay to park. It wouldn't be expensive, but I just feel like you're so lucky to live.
We got a lot of free parking here in Australia, but there is some beaches, especially the popular beaches, you have to pay. You have to pay to park there. But majority, I would say, probably 80%, maybe 75% are free. So
You'd have to pay to park. It wouldn't be expensive, but I just feel like you're so lucky to live here.
This Brit lady, she's enjoying her time in the United States, and you know what? She feels like everything is free, at least affordable compared to what they pay in Europe. And mark you, Europe is smaller in size compared to the United States, especially the UK. So in the United States, parks are all over, and most of them are free to enter, so long as you maintain the cleanliness that's required. No problem. And I love the fact that we're coming here. They're loving everything about the United States. The weather is just perfect compared to their country, and that's why she's here congratulating and saying, like, Americans, you live the best life compared to what Europeans lead in the European society. I don't know what you folks think about this, but if you love the experiences among Europeans, please tell me.
Oh, so isn't it great when you you have these people that have stereotypes? We've all got them, and especially about America, because we've all seen American movies. We've all seen, the news reports about America. But when you go over there and it's completely different, it breaks down all those, stereotypes and stuff like that, and you just come away with the feeling, you know what? America is pretty great. The people are good. The food is fantastic. It's just not like we see, back home. And as I said, the service and everything else, it's quite a big thing over there, especially when it's connected with tips and everything else. We don't tip here in Australia. you probably, well, actually, I must say, Australia's probably friendlier than most of Europe, in my experience. But you definitely don't get you don't get the same service as you would in America, you know. So, but that was good. I like to see stereotypes breaking down, especially that the Frenchman who had Texas barbecue for the first time. I mean, that's what they say. You know, it's an experience, and you never forget your first time, and it's definitely worth it. Like he said, he'll give his left croissant for some more barbecue. Good times. And I'm surprised France doesn't have a Costco. That's weird. I thought France would have had a Costco. I know the UK does and Australia does. I'm surprised they don't. Maybe soon they might. Who knows? So, but let me know if you enjoyed that one, guys. Thank you very much for joining me today. Make sure you stay safe, and I will definitely see you in the next reaction video. Oh, you're still here? You want more content? Why don't you check out my Patreon down here? You'll get plenty more content and some exclusive videos over there too. If not, why not check out this one over here?